You'll have to excuse my stand, it is doing my head in. I need a new one. I have got this. I have wanted this for ages, but it's quite expensive for a mass market deck. I know it was indie beforehand. Fyodor Pavlov, I follow on Instagram as well, who has very interesting artwork. He has a lot of erotic artwork, and he recently met Mads Mikkelsen, which I would love to meet Mads Mikkelsen because he is a great actor. But anyway, tarot. I got this off Amazon. I think it was £35. It's by US Games. You're gonna have to excuse the stand wobbling. I'm like, oh, I forgot. There is nudity in this deck, but I would imagine that the fact that I said he does erotic artwork would suggest that. So this is a hardback guidebook, and I only have, I think the last Unicorn Tarot has a hardback guidebook in it, and I think they may be the only decks I've got with that. So in the guidebook, table of contents, for the major arcana, you get this like amount of it. I feel like it varies from card to card, probably. Here you see the minors are also basic. I mean, some of them have smaller amounts mentioned, but you know, I guess it depends on the meaning of the card. There are spreads at the back. Celtic Cross, relationship spread, identity spread, and possibilities. And here is about the artist. The box has a ribbon in it, so you can pick the cards out. There's a little pattern there. These are the backs, which are technically reversible. And it has like the US Games copyright. They're quite smooth and they're linen, I think. Yeah. So they're very smooth, not glossy. They're kind of thin, but not like as thin as the B tarot is. So like it's probably proper linen, not messed up linen. What is that on my card? You'll have to excuse me, and I've got something stuck on my finger. Anyway, okay, so we have here the Fool. I have not watched Flip Freeze. I've seen a few cards on Amazon. I did check that it was not a pip deck. Here we have a non-pregnant Empress. At least she's not pregnant anyway. The Emperor gives off Caesar vibes. Hierophant, typical Pope. The Lovers, very erotic. Interesting. Genitalia switch. Ooh, I like that. I like the colour palette. Love the Hermit. I definitely like this deck. in death's embrace. Temperance is a guy. I think nearly every temperance deck I have, it's always a woman, or looks feminine, or is an animal, because I have some animal decks. That's quite a powerful devil card. Tower. Love this star card. The moon. The sun. I like the judgment card. Looks like death but in a different cloak. Or the hermit but in a different cloak. Love the world card. Different body sizes. When there's so many decks where everyone has to be perfectly skinny. Obviously these are quite traditional, but many naked figures, because Fyodor Pavlov. I think it's interesting because there's so many people afraid of the naked human body. Like, get over it. Okay, you don't need every deck to have lots of naked figures in it, but like, the star card has always had a naked woman in it, so I don't see why there should be a problem. I like it. This. Oh, I love the Two of Cups. And the Free. Dancing around a maypole. This is a nice 5. And this like figure looks like the one from the Judgment card. 6. Good 7 of Cups. The 8. 9. 10. Page. Oh, I like that. I like how well drawn it is. Like, you don't get that in AI decks here. Swords are red. That is awesome. Five. 6. That's a nice 8. It's like he's trying to carry on even though he's just been stabbed in the back. Like that. I like a good night. I like, because I'm used to nights having horses in them and I really like horses. I like when it's a really well done. Like, look at that horse. That is so cool. And the Queen in armour. Now we're in coins. That really does speak to the teamwork aspect and learning and hard work. Very nicely done, deck. Very nicely done. Nice to see something different than a tree. And this dude is working hard. That is such a nice card. So I love this deck. Probably going to use it now for July. I've been a bit naughty and bought a few more decks than I was intending to this month. That's pretty cool. That is really, I like it. The Knight of Pentacles is one of my favourite knights. I mean, there's only 4 knights to have favourites out of, but yeah, that is a amazing looking deck. I love it. I'm not gonna do a card pull. I might just randomly pick a page. So, go for the 8 of Wands. This is one of his favourite cards for meaning, certainly, but also just visually. Almost every deck they've ever seen has such a beautiful 8 of Wands. There is something so hopeful and reassuring in this card. It's rife with the Wands energy of action and pursuit. Whenever I pull it, I get the feeling of hard work and the chase paying off. In many 8 of Wands designs, the wands are pointing down as if they're about to land. To me, the ascension feels more important. The wands have launched, but they are still seeking that pinnacle, the cresting point. It is a message to keep going further, reinforced by the Latin proverb emblazoned across the banner wrapped around one of the spears. Fortune favours the bold. A lot of interpretations of the 8 of Wands favour the idea of things coming to an end, usually a satisfactory one, but I think the journey is important, and how the journey fares can decide the outcome. It's interesting that he says that, because I have always thought of the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands being the need to take action and do stuff now, as opposed to the reaching the pinnacle. I don't think I've ever thought of it as you're actually there or about to be there. I've always thought of it as get on and get shit done. Does that make sense? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's how I've always seen the 8 of Wands. It's like a, hey, come on now, get shit done card. Maybe that's just me. But, yeah, so this was a Fyodor Pavlov Tarot from my perspective. If you watched till the end, thank you very much.